Waitress, the musical, has been attracting audiences to Broadway and beyond since 2016. And this month, you can see the musical for yourself at Ogunquit Playhouse.
The show tells the story of a young waitress and pie-making extraordinaire who would love nothing more than to find a way out of her small town and rocky marriage. I sat down with the cast to hear more about what makes the musical such a hit and learned there's nothing a little pie can't fix.
Works for me! I don't think I invited anybody for breakfast. School, skadoodle.
You can identify with it from beginning to end. The characters that are blue-collar workers, I would say. And most of America is pretty much that. Plus it has great humor. To laugh through tears, to laugh through pain is very important.
You've been in the show before. What is it like putting on the old uniform?
It's been magical for me. I originated the first national tour and then got a chance to do it in the West End in London, which was also unforgettable for me. It feels different this time around, but familiar because I've changed and the world has changed and things have changed and my Jenna is different.
Jenna's Pie Palace.
Jenna's pastry heaven.
Jenna's pie in the sky.
Sugar. My responsibility to originate the first national tour was to emulate what was happening on Broadway. And so with care and with sort of like execution that felt a bit more technical is the way that we approached that in the past. This feels like we're in Ogunquit. We know that we're pumped to be here. We hope you're pumped that we're here.
Nurse Norma, I'll take Mrs. Hunterson's blood. I need you to reweigh Mrs. Morrissey.
But I already weighed.
Please. It's important. It's crucial. Don't worry, Mrs. Morrissey, she's coming!
You are also not a stranger to Ogunquit.
That's right.
You've been here before.
That's right.
What is it like to come back to your old stomping grounds?
I love Ogunquit. I mean, it kind of like feels nostalgic in that kind of old summer stock way, but the quality of the productions are, second to none. This time around, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. I was here doing Beautiful, which was a show that I had done for a long time in New York. So I was familiar with it, and now I get to be the newbie working with some vets of the show. So that's kind of fun, is to, to leap into something new here.
And Clevant, your resume is packed, jam-packed, from film to television to Broadway, you name it. What is it about theater and musical theater that makes you want to come back for more?
My first love. I just love theater. There's something about theater that's, you get to play from beginning to end. You get to really create a character. You really get to find, investigate, and develop a character. Whereas with film, television, and all, things are already there. You've got a little time to shoot it. You better know your lines, and you never get bored with it. You never get bored with going in and doing a great show. And even if it's a small show, it's a great show.
You guys got to work with Cost and Mayer.
I know. I have followed them for years, and truly, my agents called this. They were like, the Cost and Mayer production of Waitress. I was like, oh my God! I was so excited to work with them, and they are absolutely, they're joys as individuals, as people, and as artists. And what they've brought to the show is magic. It's a perfect fit. The tone of the show, the storytelling, the narrative, and their movement, and their quality of movement, and their intention through movement. It's a perfect fit, and it was a blast working with them.
They were, so capable considering it's their first full musical. I was kind of blown away with their ability to deal with a show that is kind of massive with props and so much stage business and constant movement, and they took it on like champs. It was pretty cool to watch.
How long were they here working with you guys?
They were here the whole rehearsal process,
but which wasn't long.
Right.
Isn't it only like a couple weeks or something?
A couple weeks. I'm sure they did pre-production work with Abby.
Of course, but that's how long we were with them. That's it.
That's what I have for serious questions, and I would like to wrap it up with this really even more serious question, which is, the show is based around pie, right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What is your favorite pie?
Probably Blueberry.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
for Maine, we like that.
That's
I love
classic.
it a lot. Yeah.
It's classic.
I love blueberry.
Desi, what about you?
Okay. I answered this question for like 2 years of my life.
No, you did not.
And a lot of the time I don't I would give a different answer every time because I think that I like pie, but I don't think that I love pie. Is that okay?
That's okay.
If I were
It
to
is.
have pie, I would say no to none of it. Like I would take a bite of every kind of pie.
Okay.
Any kind of pie, I would never turn down.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's the cinnamony or the appley or the chocolatey or the, I think I would say yes to all and no to none.
I think that's a great answer.
Here I go. It was a bit diplomatic, but anyway, I didn't really answer you.
No,
but okay.
it's great. All right.
I think I'm just a simple man with simple taste. I like apple pie. I do like it when it has like the crumble on top and with a scoop of ice cream a la mode. I like that.
That's good.
Let's go with that.
Desi reminds me of you saying no to no pie.
Yes, absolutely. There is hardly such a thing as bad pie.
By the way, the choreographers, Cost and Mayer, they're really something. I want you to see these videos even bigger. And as soon as they get into this next one, okay, so they're amazing. Are they not?
Sensational.
Should we start doing the moves with them?
I should not. Perhaps you. Not I.
You can catch a performance of Waitress the musical at Ogunquit Playhouse now through the first weekend of June. And for ticket information, just head to their website and app.